Well, tonight on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, the Democrats, they don't know what to do without FBAs. FBAs have said, we're cool, we're gonna sit this thing out. We're not being a part of anything. Even the Shields decided to sit down because they're sitting down not because they want to be in line with the grassroots. Their motivation is because our candidate didn't win, so forget y'all, right? That's they're basically they're doing it in the area of pouting. But it don't matter if they're pouting. If they're sitting down, I'm proud of them. I'm so proud of them. So this has been a conversation going on about how lost the Democrats are. And they lost because FBAs aren't in the mix, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Say Democrats are too lost to stand up to Trump. That weakness would cost them. Now, I say the Democrat Party's future hinges on whether Democrats can find candidates capable of running against a refined version of the MAGA movement. But I want to scroll down to here. They say the Democrats are lost. They need to find their path forward. Now, they say the Democrat Party has tons of problems, and this time needs to be used to sort those out. The next several years cannot be solely used waiting around for the Trump administration to implode. Some in the Democrat leadership, such as House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, are making attempts, but they lack the political capital to truly counter much of Trump's actions. Yeah, because Hakeem Jeffries and the Boulay class don't have the juice. They say the Democratic Party is in desperate need of rebranding, and in doing so, its leaders must learn from their mistakes. Now, they say one of the glaring issues with Democrats for years was their alienation of moderates. Progressive politics have become increasingly dogmatic, insisting that people agree with the correct stance on a myriad of issues, or else they weren't truly progressive. Yes, these so-called progressives will sit here and call you 1,000 names if you don't agree with them. They have overused the term fascist. They overused the term Nazi. They overuse these terms so much that it don't even have the weight it used to have. They say the fact that the GOP embraced Trump, they say, masked this issue for a long time. Say, but the Democrats were pushing away the middle of American politics when they should have been embracing it. Say Trump made gains among most key demographics, including significant gains among Latino voters and young voters. Say both groups that Democrats historically have thought they could count on. Now, that's interesting they said that. They say Democrats desperately need to become more accepting of dissent. Not everyone will agree with you on every issue, and that's okay. If the Democratic Party wants to win, it needs to be broaden its coalition rather than shrink it. They say the rebranding, they say, regardless of policies, must include tolerance for conflict within the Democratic ranks. Republicans have proved they can build a coalition with many disagreements, although their infighting causes them problems. Sometimes it's better than losing voters because you're too rigid. Now, they say for nearly a decade, Democrats have only had to campaign against one man. They say Trump sucks all the air out of political discourse. He do, because he knows how to master the news cycle. He knows how to do that. And Democrats recognize that rather than trying to convince voters of a rival platform, Democrats could get away with simply opposing Trump for a very long time. So they worked in midterm elections and the 2020 presidential campaigns. Then in 2024, Americans had enough of the failures of the Biden administration and voted for how it was during Trump's last presidency. Whether he can deliver remains to be seen. But Democrats now need to tell voters how they will make things better, not just how Trump will make things worse. Now, of course, if Trump won't be the nominee in 2028, Democrats, they say we need to go head-to-head with any number of GOP candidates. A VP, J.D. Vance, already proved his abilities to campaign in the campaign debates, but there are a number of other Republicans ready to take the top spot, okay? So they're talking about Kamala Harris is not a strong candidate, but she remains a leader in polling for Democratic presidential nomination in 2028, and that's a huge problem for Democrats. Now, let me stop there because let me say something. If Kamala Harris is the person that the Democrats saying, oh, we want her to run again because they're not running against Trump, if it was Kamala Harris and J.D. Vance is going to win. I'm going to tell you that. Nobody's voting for Kamala. The Democrats don't even have nobody. Gavin Newsom would lose to J.D. Vance. He will. Bottom line. If Trump continues on what he's doing, exposing all this corruption, exposing all the fraud, all the different things that's been going on in this government, and he somehow just put us at a better place than what we were with Biden. You understand? How would the Democrats even win? All J.D. Vance got to do is just continue the policies of Trump, and he'd be good for 8 years. J.D. Vance, I promise you that. See, the Democrats, they've done too much, but they pissed off black people. They played with our reparations for way too long. That's what they end up doing. And they played with us and played with us and played with us. They don't understand. What happened with the California Reparations Commission is really with the stick that broke the camel's back. What Gavin Newsom and them Boule members pulled in California will say, okay, man, that's enough. That is enough. And that's why a lot of people sat it out. A lot of people sat out the election. We're talking about FBAs. Yes, you had some people show up and vote and all of that, but it wasn't the amount that she needed to win because they pissed FBAs off by playing in our face with our reparations. The Democrats have no leader. They're trying to manufacture one that's not going to work because the FBAs is not supporting you. The Democrat Party is just a noise in a can if FBAs is not supporting it. And we're doing a great thing by not supporting the Democrats. For a long time, we have been fighting. Don't support these people. Don't. They have nothing good for us. The Biden administration really showed what they really thought about black people, taking foreign nationals and giving them billions of dollars every month while FBAs are homeless. While we're struggling to go to the grocery store like, oh, my God, look at the prices. But you got migrants eating for free. And the Democrats brought them in here and giving them debit cards with thousands of dollars on there for food. But yet we can't get it. You understand? The Democrats is in shambles. They broke it into 1,000 pieces. They don't know how to pick it up because the way Trump operates, he won't let, listen, Trump learned a lot from his first presidency. He ain't gonna make that mistake twice. He won't give the Democrats anywhere to breathe. And they say they got the midterms coming up. I don't want to see no Democrats winning a freaking thing. No, Lord. Midterms next year. And I'm gonna look at the ballot. Who's on the ballot next year? Oh, I'm definitely gonna look at it. Cause them Democrats are, and it serves them right while they broken apart. See, I told y'all, black people, we have been the ones that's been holding everything together. And when the glue removes itself, nobody know how to do anything. Because they truly depended on us to do it all. When they kept telling black people, you got to save democracy. In other words, you got to save the status quo for us. You're not going to benefit off the status quo, but the rest of us will. And black folks are saying now, like, no. If I'm not getting nothing, you not getting nothing either. If I'm suffering, you going to suffer with me. If I'm in pain, you going to be in pain with me. If you want that pain to end, give me my reparations. Give me my anti-black hate crime bill. End this mass incarceration of our people. Give our people our just due. No, we don't want no DEI program. We want the same money you gave the migrants, Democrats. Now, you know me, like I said, Democrats is, I'm laser focused on them. If they even try it, I'm on them. Because I am so tired of how they played my people for years. My people really believed in what the Democrats were selling. And everybody else benefited off of the Democrats except black people. So now nobody going to benefit from the Democrats at this point. I mean, unless you're in a Democrat enclave, I guess. You understand? Now, I was seeing that they was talking about the mayor's race in New York with Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo, right? They were talking about some black folks want to support Andrew Cuomo a lot more than Eric Adams, right? Let's see what happens with the migrant situation. I wouldn't go vote for no Andrew Cuomo if he wants to keep the migrants over there. Oh no, if Adams want to get them out, okay, hey, I'll vote for Mayor Adams then. Anybody's gonna get them people out of my city Well, what you know what I'm saying? If I was in New York, if I had to vote, yeah, if he's willing to work with Tom Homan and get him out, that'd be the guy I vote for. But you know how them liberal cities are. You know how that goes. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's good what's going on with the Democrats right now. And FBAs, don't you stick your neck out for none of them. They gonna come up to you. Well, you know what Trump is this, man. Trump ain't doing nothing. Biden did worse to me than Trump. You know what I'm saying? So Democrats, this is what you get for messing over black people. Maybe next time you'll give us our